Okay. What do you think the difference is between Microsoft Power BI slash Atani and Spotlight, Futrli, Fathom? What's the difference? Where do they both sit in the market?
Look from our perspective, where we see firms using Power BI, it's the operational imperative, right? We're getting back to areas where Microsoft as a system is constantly increasing and getting access to more data sources. Okay, we've got we've got a software program that's used by hundreds of millions of people, focused on leveraging data from hundreds of thousands of systems. One over time is just going to have access to more data more quickly, more readily than the other. So that's why we've backed the Microsoft Power Platform in there. Look, there's others that we've used. We've used Google services and everything else like that, but nothing. Number one for an accounting firm, we're Microsoft houses. Like there are huge parallels to be drawn from Excel and Power BI. Like if you've used Excel, you're not starting from ground zero in Power. Some of the interfacing's the same. DAX is basic DAX is very equivalent to Excel. So you can get started with an if statement or a sum or things like that. So that learning curve has a bit of the edge taken off it. It's also so reliable, like consistency on how information comes in, yet it's being developed with updates coming out every month. Right, there's new functionality that's being added, and look, just like anything else we use, it gets updated, and occasionally, but very occasionally, the interface gets updated. But like the rest of the Microsoft suite, those changes are subtle and to add functionality, not complete new redesigns each time. So look, I think that it provides a place of comfort in there, and just the market that's getting behind it is just massive. So we've put all our chips into the Microsoft camp nowadays. We're not developing for other systems, and I'm happy with the decision.
Spotlight, I can really only speak into Spotlight, having used it. Look, they've got their place to play in the market for some people, right, that aren't willing to make the investment in both time and money into something like Atani or Power BI. They're very easy to use. They're very templated, but you cannot customize in any way, shape, or form what the end result gets. And they're probably more traditional, and they're probably more comfortable for a client. Client can get their PDF of their report out really easily, and here it is, and we've done no work and we've done no analysis. All right, that's what you can get out of Spotlight. That's fine. And you can also do, forecasting and consolidated forecasting where, I'm still unsure if that's got a space in Power BI or Atani, but maybe it does. So yeah, that's.
So basically you're saying it comes down to flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely. You can build, so long as the data's there, you can build whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Client says, I want to see, we've had this example. I just want to see a report that tells me all my overheads that are over budget so that I can delegate them to specific people that are responsible for those divisions and those departments, and they can know that they are over budget, and they can watch it and see how much they're over budget by, and then, take action accordingly. You can't do that in Spotlight reporting. You'd have to give them their entire profit and loss. You'd have to take a screen grab of those line items, which is horrible. All right. So yeah, customization, ability to make different reports for different purposes, and then different data sources, obviously.
We were heavy users of Spotlight before we went to Atani, and we actually paid money to Spotlight to build our reports off the report codes to get some of the flexibility that we wanted. But the problem is you sit in the meeting and say, look, this is what this quarter was or year to date. You go, oh, but what did I do last year? And you'd be fumbling through different static reports to find that information. So we knew that if we could build a report where we could hit a button on the fly with the client or bring up the exact comparison, you'd get momentum and a much more meaningful conversation.
Mm.
And that's what we were really missing. So, we've got, everyone, large majority of our clients use Xero. So why wouldn't you plug Power BI in to get out the reports the clients really need? And it gets even more powerful than that too. And I'll show you in a bit of a demo how we built some customer and supplier reports that no other system really has. And then we can actually pull that down as well. So, and it's actually quite surprising.